Hello, welcome to my channel. I just want to quickly say today I'm feeling a little bit low energy, so I'm really sorry if that comes across in my videos and you guys are not here for it. But I still really wanted to record because just talking to you guys and doing these videos really helps cheer me up. So yeah, I wanted to still do it and hopefully that you guys still enjoy it. If you don't want to, if you want to have like a more like a happy-go-lucky me, then I have other videos on my channel if you haven't already seen them where I'm a lot more energetic. But today I just kind of wanted to take a chill pill and just chat to you guys, really. Today's video is part of my save file series. If you haven't seen the other episodes of that, we're doing a base game Willow Creek. So right now we are on the second last house of this neighbourhood. This is like the goth neighbourhood. And I was trying to do all the houses in the same sort of style. You can see one over there, but this one is a little bit bigger. And I had a lot of fun doing this house. Now this is a 5-bed family home. I'm pretty sure it's 5-bed. And I did not create a family for it. I'm going to leave it empty for the save file. And what I did was I basically did it like it's a period property, but someone has recently renovated it inside. And unfortunately, when people renovate period properties, a lot of them strip out all of the original features. And I mean, me personally, I think that's such a shame because, you know, these features are, you're not going to just start coming by them again. You know, once they're gone, they're gone. And period properties are just some of the most beautiful. Like my dream home would be a period property that's been renovated, but it's still got all the original features, you know. It's just, it blends so well with the modern features that have been added, you know. But I did this house like someone has renovated it and they've just completely stripped the interiors and redone it. The only kind of original things are like the archways, really. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the stairs as well, things like that, but otherwise it's pretty new and pretty modern. But they haven't touched the outside because I'm gonna say that maybe the property was, you know, a grade 2 listed or something like that, where they couldn't touch the exterior, or not really. But I do really love the layout and the flow that this house has. All the rooms are really lovely and spacious, but they still feel quite cozy and quite homey. And I styled the interior pretty neutral. I say pretty neutral, it's really neutral. The furniture is either like white or like that kind of orangey cream. So yes, it's neutral. But yeah, I did it like this because I kind of imagined it being maybe like this is a staged property for when, you know, your Sims come and view it. So it's not got any distinct personality. You know, it's trying to accommodate to all these different kind of people viewing it. But it does have lots of spaces for the family and things like that. I mean, up in the attic I did make it a little bit more stylized. It's not quite so bare and plain. So you'll see that it develops a little bit more upstairs. But yeah, like I say, all the rooms are really, really good sizes. But like this room, I really liked that I could have a bar in there, but also it not feel so vast. Like it's quite a cozy little bar. Like, yeah, it's great for entertaining if you maybe had a party, but also you could just be there in the evening and get your drink. It's not like a formal bar, you know what I mean? And the dining space, I really liked having the fireplace there too, because I think that it's quite common in more period properties to have more than one fireplace, especially in homes of this size, because, you know, originally that's where all the heat would come from, so they would need it. So yeah, but this hallway, I really struggled. Like, it's such a big hallway, I didn't know what to put in it. You know, I mean, what do you really put in hallways? I always struggle to furnish them. Like, I always put the coat hanger things and some shoe racks and maybe a mirror and a little table like that, and that's it. Like, what do you actually put in a hallway? I don't know. I really struggle with that, but this is quite a big grand hallway, so I thought it's alright for it to be a bit emptier, especially as I'm doing it like a show home. I don't want too much clutter. So yeah, and I really like the way that the hallway wrapped around the stairs either side. I think that gives it such a grand and such an airy feel, which I think this house really does have. Like, I love the way the master bedroom turned out. I think that was really fun to do. This is the study, you can see here. So this room is actually pretty cozy, to be honest. We have the computer, and then we have like a couple cozy seats to sit and read your books at. And I'm pretty sure I put a painting easel and things, so it's a nice little area to hang out. A little cozy, chill area. I did put more clutter in this room, actually. I mean, I put quite a few books, but I'm still going to say the stager put the books there so that you'd feel like it's a cozy library. That's what we're going with. And then I spent ages trying to pick a rug, so I cut quite a bit of that out. I really struggled to decide on rugs, because my problem is I always pick from the same like 3 or 4 because I really like them, but I'm really trying not to have all these houses be the exact same, so I had to force myself to pick a different rug. Unfortunately, I did not. I decided on one of the rugs I use all the time, so sorry. So here we are upstairs. This is the first bedroom. Now this is a little toddler's room, and it's a quite good size. It's nice and colourful, but it's also still pretty neutral. Like, you can see it's obviously a kid's room, but it's not overly personalised, if you get what I mean. Which I think is pretty much the entire house. Like, I tried to add a little bit of personality in each of the bedrooms, but also I didn't want it to be too much, you know? But I like that bedroom. I think that's a really happy place that you walk in and it just makes you smile, you know? And then this bedroom, I was kind of imagining it being like the teenager's bedroom, and I went for darker furniture just because I thought that it kind of worked with the aesthetic I had in mind. It's not got much furniture in it. It feels maybe slightly empty, but again, I thought that gives it that sort of just moved in, not personalised it sort of feel. Yeah, so, I'm honestly, paintings, I repeat my paintings so many times, because base game especially, there's no paintings. Like, what do you pick from? There's hardly any, and here I am again struggling with rugs. So yeah, you'll see the same paintings about 5 times over and over throughout this house. And then I'm just doing the little top bit of the stairs, just a little seating area, fill up the space a little bit. And this actually looks really plain here. But I think it just, you know, it's a basic hallway, an open airy hallway, so it works. And this is the master suite. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's pretty funky. I mean, me personally, I could never sleep in a space like this because it's far too big. But it looks nice, and it was fun to play around with, because I don't do, like, the bedrooms that I do, I never know what to do in bedrooms. Like, I just make them quite simple. But this one I thought I would do a bigger shape, and I just kind of fill it up a little bit more, and make it more of a styled space, really, rather than just you sleep here and that's it. And I had fun with that. I also did something a little bit weird. I'm still not entirely sure if it works. With the flooring in the bathroom, you'll see in a second, I put the tiles in a really weird way. Originally I was just planning on doing like a triangle corner over here where the corner bath was going to go, and then I ended up putting it where the shower goes on the other side, because I thought, well, it's weird to have wood flooring under a shower. So you'll see me put some more, and then we have this like weird path in the middle, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, it's fine, we'll just go with it. And like, okay, it's weird. I admit it's weird. But it could be a stylistic choice to be like, oh, it's like an interesting modern little weird feature. I don't know. Yeah, so let's just pretend it looks great, shall we? I just didn't want it to be all tile. Like, I originally thought this is a really cool little feature, and then I did it and I looked at it and I was like, nah, let's just ignore it. And I'm not entirely sure how I feel. But anyway, here we are upstairs. This is another kid's bedroom that I've done, and then on the other side there's like I did it with like it being like a staff member in mind, you know, like a butler or something like that. But again, it could be absolutely anything, anyone's room, or it could be a study or whatever. But yeah, this is the kids' room, and it's a pretty small space, but they get an ensuite, so it's not so bad. It's not so bad. And then up here, I put like a little kids' play area bit. Like, because I just imagined, you know, if it's a family home and it seems very, like, neat and clean, I imagine the people living here would be like, no, the kids' mess needs to be hidden somewhere away from the guests. So I imagine that they just kind of get chucked up here, like, no, if you want to play with your toys, you know where the playroom is, although it's a pretty small space, so maybe you could convert one of these bedrooms up here, like as well, into a kid's space, I don't know. But this is the bedroom I thought could be like the butler's room, and again, it's really quite simple, didn't add much personality to it, but it definitely doesn't feel like a kid's room to me. But yeah, it's a decent enough space, I suppose. They don't have an ensuite, so they'd need to go downstairs, like down one floor to the bathroom, which I suppose if it's the butler's room, maybe it's better if they have their own bathroom. But then also the en-suites are all really good sizes, so you don't want to give them a massive bathroom and everyone else have a small one, I don't know. Here we are on the outside. I decided to do like a little summer hut kind of thing because I thought if it's been recently renovated, maybe they added this new little hut in the garden, and I like the way this turned out. I was struggling to pick windows and doors for it because I was like, what would a summer hut have? And then because I couldn't do it as a small wall height because the ground floor has got the medium wall height, it had to be that as well, so then it meant I was struggling even more to pick windows and doors, but I think that it actually looks quite nice like that, and I never used that sliding door, so it was nice to be able to use it. So yeah, they've got a pool, of course, because I feel like whoever lives here would be pretty wealthy, because it's a nice house. So of course they've got a pool. And the garden space is not that big, but I also think that they've made good use of the space, I think, because there's nice little areas, but there's also lots of still just open, green, plain, neat areas as well. Now, I honestly love doing these trellis things. I do them in so many of my builds. I just think it just adds a nice aesthetic, you know? And I put some plants and stuff over them after as well, which helps kind of blend it in a little bit. But it's a nice little area where the barbecue's like under the shelter in case it's not so nice weather, you know, they have that, and they have the little summer hut they can go hide in if they want to. So just popping some landscaping around. I didn't put too much, I just put little areas just so the garden didn't feel so empty, but I didn't imagine they'd be too much into maintaining it that much. And then here inside is our little summer hut where I just put like a little bit of music and a game board and stuff, so it's like if it's rainy weather, maybe they come out here and they just hang out as a little family or something like that, or maybe the kids come out here and hang out to get away from their parents, I don't know. And then I'm popping some debug planter hanging basket things. I love them, they're really nice. They're very good at filling up the spaces actually, and especially as they're debug, you know, they're free. So here's where I'm putting the hanging plant thing over the trellis, and I tried to put two and I decided it didn't look good, and I changed the colour of that one there as well to make it more of a feature thing. But I'm just trying to make it look like the summer house thing is not quite so brand new, like they've tried to at least blend it in, you know. And I love adding these sort of things up the sides of these buildings because, you know, the building's been there a long time. I think it's nice. A lot of the, you know, more traditional buildings tend to have some sort of plant growth on the sides. And I think it does really just blend in and give it much more character. But that is it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe because it really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye bye!